Shining Bears, and welcome to this, the 21st episode of the Crypto Astrology Podcast. We are going to take a look at what this week holds for Bitcoin and Ether price, but first, please always feel welcome to check out the Shining Bull website, where I have all kinds of offerings for all suns, especially a trading signal service for day traders, a weekly forecast for both swing and day traders, predictive books, and book bundle deals. I especially recommend my Bitcoin by 2026 and Ethereum by 2026 books, as this is probably an important time to understand what the coming years will bring for Bitcoin and Ether, and these books are valuable. And in any case, if nothing is within your price range, then simply follow me on Twitter and make sure to get notifications for this podcast, as I'm giving out a lot of free info on both of these. And I have started doing audits of my previous week's predictions on my website, shiningbull.com, so you can see the audits of which predictions were correct or incorrect for the previous week. And in the spirit of that, I decided to start up copy trading again. So I'm currently copy trading on Fairdesk. So if you're a trader, actually, they offer a really nice deal for my people. So I'm going to put my affiliate link below, and you'll see that what they offer us is quite nice if you use my affiliate link. And that way you can find me on there as Shining Bull as a copy trader. And my idea with this is just simply so that you'll be able to see basically how I'm trading according to my predictions. Kind of like you'll see kind of like so that I'm putting my money where my mouth is type of thing. And also, just since I'm writing out these predictions on the website, that way, if you follow me as a copy trader on Fairdesk, with the affiliate link below, so you can get the really nice bonus and VIP 1, 2, or 3 accounts with them. That way, when you're following my copy trades, you're also going to be able to reference my forecast on the website, or if you want to go one step further, which I would definitely recommend for my professional traders, if you have my weekly forecast that you can buy on the website, then you'll be able to see my price points and a lot more details on the different movements that I forecast. And anyway, it can be a nice way of seeing how my predictions are working, how I myself am trading according to my own predictions. And I'm really gonna try and I kind of let that slide for a long time, but actually I think it could be really useful now, so that you can follow along. So again, if you're a trader, definitely consider that. Check out my affiliate link below. I really recommend it. Now let's look at this week in Bitcoin and Ether price. Although I, the astrologer, live in Newfoundland, I am giving the weekly predictions that I make on this podcast as per UTC time. And also, just so before I get into the day-to-day for this week, just as a note, you'll notice if you have my 2023 predictions books that I mention this week, beginning Sunday, as showing some powerful upward movements for Bitcoin and Ether. And I also mention in my yearly predictions books that for 2023, that these up moves that start Sunday, so probably the day you're seeing this, Sunday, October 1st, these up moves will be very volatile in nature. And this shows the power of financial astrology, that I wrote these books at the end of last year, when I, of course, wasn't aware that we would, at this very moment, be looking at the oncoming futures climate as a catalyst for volatile market moves. So just definitely take another look at those 2023 predictions books. Okay, now let's get into the day by day. So, Sunday UTC. Shortly after 8 a.m. UTC on Sunday, prices will move up because of some deliberations in government regarding financial markets. And then shortly before noon UTC on Sunday, another upward movement comes from a specific delivered message. And I would watch for this in the news and be ready for it. This is because Venus and Mercury reach the same degree points right as both are ending their transits in Cancer and Leo respectively. And the trend of green candles that will have begun will continue then through the rest of Sunday UTC as Mercury and then Venus shift signs, and then Moon starts transiting with retrograding Jupiter in Aries. Next, Monday UTC. Around 7 a.m. UTC on Monday morning, there is a lessening in enthusiasm as Moon leaves transit of Jupiter. However, around 1 p.m. UTC, surprising news regarding Bitcoin spot ETFs takes the market upward. Something can happen here which is really surprising as Mercury transits Bitcoin's natal moon. And wait for the news at the second half of this podcast for more info on that. So then, Monday night UTC, positive news about financial decisions related to ETF trading will bring more green candles. So next, Tuesday UTC. Around midday on Tuesday, I expect a drastic and dangerous drop in the market when Mars enters into Libra. And by late evening, the situation will moderate itself as Sun and Moon commiserate in Taurus in the Navamsha, where Jupiter transits into Virgo as well. On Tuesday night UTC, I see some novel news about investment in Bitcoin mining when Mercury transits Bitcoin's natal Saturn, but I'm not sure if that will have a significant impact on prices or not, but that looks interesting actually. Next, Wednesday UTC. Shortly after midnight on Tuesday UTC, so at the very beginning of Wednesday UTC, prices will drop, as I see it, when Moon reaches the exact trine to Sun, and Ether price can be more sensitive to this than Bitcoin price. And then by early afternoon, sudden moves from the crypto industry aiming to influence government will start bringing green candles. This trend will continue for the rest of Wednesday UTC. This trend of green candles. Next, Thursday UTC. In the very first hours of Thursday UTC, the market will experience increased volatility and a drop when Moon enters Gemini. However, a strong upward movement will initiate just a few hours later when Moon reaches trine to Mars. This strong or sustained upward move will continue until about 3 p.m. UTC, at which moment it becomes less extreme once Moon hits Saturn's exact degree. Next, Friday UTC. Very early morning on Friday UTC, the market, especially ETH, will start moving up when Venus reaches Ethereum's natal Jupiter in Leo. I then see a drop around 4 p.m. UTC when Moon enters Punarvasu and joins Rahu in the Navamsha. But then, just before 9 p.m. UTC, a new environment will begin that sets the stage for an upward trend visible on the daily chart in the coming few days due to Venus entering into opposition to retrograding Saturn. And that will cause a ballooning in price upwards as I see it. So next, Saturday UTC, around 9 a.m. on Saturday UTC. So around 9 a.m. on Saturday UTC, I expect a volatile drop on the 2-hour chart when Mercury enters into Hasta. But then by Saturday evening, yet another drop begins when Moon enters into Pushya. And remember, as I end with the week, that next week, as per my 2023 predictions books, I see a downtrend starting as early as Monday. So it's like Friday, I see the daily chart gets a lot of support to be green. And then there's some punctual drops on Saturday, but I think it really should still be more supported that we're still bullish but as early as Monday of next week is a drop, as I forecast, as you can also see in the 2023 books. So probably what's happening is that already on the weekend that drop is being anticipated, but I still see that it's not going to really start, the drop itself, until Monday. So anyway, again, remember, if you're a trader, check my Fairdesk affiliate link and follow me on there as a copy trader, so you can follow along with whether you get my trading signals or my weekly forecast with price points, or even if you're just following along with the forecast that I do on the YouTube. And then, because I also, as you know, type out this forecast and put it on my website, so you can also reference it, even if you don't buy the paid products. Although I really do recommend, some of you have asked about price points. In my weekly forecast, I give price points. Anyway, now, that was a weekly forecast ahead, and now let's talk about some news. And remember to check out the website, but for now, let's talk about some news from the past week. Now, although again, I'm the astrologer and physically located in Newfoundland, I am referencing UTC time as opposed to my time zone here. By the way, if any of you are based in like Brooklyn or New York City, so Brooklyn, Manhattan, or the greater Washington, D.C. area, then in October, I'm going to be in those areas. And there's two things I want to tell you. One is I'm offering readings, like in person, natal chart readings. So definitely get in touch if you're interested. And then I'm also just interested in meeting any of you who have been my clients or customers for a while, and who have bought especially my products, like my books, my trading signals, or my weekly forecasts, because I'm trying to get things in line for the year to come. And it would really be valuable for me to meet some of you and kind of understand how my products can better suit your needs, especially if you are a trader, an investor, like high net worth investor, professional trader, or fund manager. And of course, obviously I'm interested in meeting any of you and giving you a natal chart reading, but those people, it could really help me to so that I can get better at what I'm offering, so that it better fits my people. And I find meeting people in person is really it's much, I get a lot more information that way. So that's actually maybe it's for my benefit, but anyway, it would really help me out, and it would be a good. And of course, if you're not getting a reading and you're just meeting me to give me like your perspective on how my products can suit your needs, then of course I'll invite you to a coffee. Yeah, anyway, all right, so let's, so you can email me at shiningbullastrology@gmail.com if so. So now let's talk about some news items. Now, on September 26th of the past week, the House Financial Services Committee members from both sides in the U.S., so Mike Flood, Tom Emmer, Wiley Nickel, and Richie Torres, wrote to the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, urging for fair treatment of spot Bitcoin ETF filings. And this occurred a day after Mercury formed an exact trine with retrograding Jupiter, and Moon opposed Venus in Ashleisha. Now, I had previously mentioned that retrograding Jupiter's special transit on Gary Gensler's chart currently will likely lead to his ousting as the SEC chair. When I type this out on my website, I'll link it to the articles. Otherwise, you're going to have to listen to previous podcasts. But anyway, I predicted that a long time ago, right? So now, on September 28th, the SEC then, in response, maybe, once again delayed its decision. So after these congressmen wrote that letter to Gensler, he then delayed his decision on, I think, all of the Bitcoin spot ETF filings even before they were up for review. They would have been up for review again mid-October. This action happened as Moon transited Purva Bhadrapada, known for being very resolute in nature. To get the attained end goal. And then Moon also opposed Mercury at that moment, pointing to why Gensler acted as he did. Mercury was what catalyzed that letter from the congressman to Gensler. And then when Moon opposed Mercury, he responded. Now, James Seyfarth, a Bloomberg ETF analyst who is very prolific on crypto Twitter, related these delays to the expected U.S. government shutdown next week, which he said would interrupt financial regulatory activity. I'm filming this on Saturday, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I mean, I know as an astrologer, but anyway. Okay. I had forecasted long ago that ETF filings due mid-October would meet failure. I will also link to those forecasts when I write this out. Otherwise, look at previous podcasts. But the SEC now, what I notice is the SEC hasn't delayed Grayscale's application to convert its trust into an ETF. I don't think that they're following the same process because they're trying to get their trust converted to a spot ETF. Okay? Now, as an astrologer, I predict that something unusual will happen with Grayscale, and we may even get news about it on Monday itself, when Bitcoin's astrological chart becomes very active. And this sounds almost bizarre, but it really looks like something is up with the pending Grayscale ETF approval, as per the astrology. And on Monday, Mercury is going to transit Bitcoin's natal moon, which is going to trigger something which I see could really be related to the Grayscale spot Bitcoin ETF. Now, given the significant transits affecting Gensler's chart, coupled with Ketu changing signs at the end of this month of October, it's likely that he will either make unexpected decisions or lose his position as chair. The important thing that I'm trying to keep in mind throughout all of this is that the driving force behind all of these events is the desire on the part of all stratas of society worldwide to make global finance more inclusive and fair. It's pretty inspiring, I think, that people in government worldwide have challenged themselves to understand and fight for revolutionary financial technology. So long story short, expect the unexpected this coming week, and actually this whole month of October, as Mars and later Sun coincide with Ketu in Libra, right as Ketu is getting ready to head out of Libra. And in your personal lives, it's important to stay positive and healthy this month, and I will see you next week. I'm trying to improve the sound quality. I have gotten some advice from my friends, my sound engineer friends, and but you can probably see the shadow of my microphone right now, but you'll see I'm going to improve this. So let's see how I do. Wishing you all a very nice week up ahead, and see you next week.